Okay, so last time we didn't have the lecture. So previous to that we had seen the bubble search algorithm. So now we are going to see the linear search algorithm. Now in the bubble search we have seen that it is divided into two parts. But in linear search we will just see. Now consider this as an array. Now these are the elements in the array. So there are 10 elements in the array. So array size is of 10. Now in linear search, random numbers are given in the array. So these are the numbers 11, 22, 36 and up till 21. So we want to search for the element 41. We want to search for the element 41 in this array, and we have to print the location at which it is there. See, array element starts from 0. So the first element will be 0. But here I have just shown that this is the first element, second element and so on. But while doing it in the program, the first element will be 0, 1, 2, 3 up till 9. Okay. So in the linear search, what happens? The elements are there in the array, and we want to search for a particular element in that array, and we want to print that location at which it resides. Okay, now we'll just see the linear search algorithm. So data is the name of the array, n is the number of elements, item means which number you want to search in the array, and location means the location where that element is there. See, this is the location 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the locations, and this is the item, and this is the array. Name of the array is data. Okay. So a linear array data with n elements and a specific item of information are given. This algorithm finds the location LOC of item in the array data or sets location equal to 0. Now suppose the element that you are going to search in the array, if it is not present in the array, then you have to set location equal to 0. That means what? That element is not there in the array. Okay. Now first see what we have to do. We have to just use a loop like a normal variable, set it to 1 and location is equal to 0. Now I have written here k is equal to 1, but while programming you have to start with 0 element. Okay. So this just indicates that this is the first element. The repeat steps 3 and 4 while location is equal to 0 and k less than equal to n. That means what we are doing, we are moving from the first element up till the last element, and we are going to search from the first element till the last element whether that element is there in the array. Now see what we have done here. Data k is equal to item. Means what? Data k means what? We are moving the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So first element will be the this one 11. Then data k will increment by 1. So second element will be, it will check whether item means what? The number that we want to search, which is 41. So whether 41 is that element. If it is so, then you have to set location equal to k. So k means what? The number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 location. So that we are going to keep it in location. So that we are going to keep it in location. Then increment k by 1 each time till it reaches n. So all of you understood this. First element is 1. Keep on repeating this loop and check for the item whether that in the array that index number is there in the, and if it is there, then you have to just set that index number to location. Now after the end of this whole for loop, if location is equal to 0, that means if that element is not found in the array, then we can just print that the item is not there in the array. If it is there, then we have already set location is equal to k, then we have to just print that location of the item. Okay, now we'll just see with an example. Now this is an array of size 10. The first array was different. Now here some different elements are there. We have to search for the element what? 41. And we have to print the location at which it is there. Okay, now here the location is what? 5. And the element to be searched in this array is 41. So here there are random elements in the array. They are not in ascending order, in which binary search the criteria is what? The elements should be in a ascending or descending order. But in linear search, you can enter the elements as it is, and you have to check each and every element whether that element is equal to the number that you want to search. And if it is searched, then you have to just print the location. Now see how this program will work. So we have defined an array of size 10. I is a variable to increment. I means the k over here. The k that I have initialized to 1, it is nothing but I have just initialized is I to 0, because in array element starts from 0 and not 1. So I am initializing to 0, and 10 means there are 10 elements in the array. So from 0 it will start up till 9. So less than 10 I am given, and I am taking this array elements one by one. Okay, for loop is for taking the elements one by one. See, one more, I have just used one more variable called flag, and I have set it to 0. Now key means the number which we want to search. Okay. Now what we are entering here, enter the number to be searched, and we are giving the key. So you can give any number from among the array here, or if you give some number which is not there in the array, then finally the program will print that the element is not found. Now we are in the key, what we are doing, we are entering 41 for this program. Now again we are using a for loop for moving through this array from 0th location to the 10th location. Now here it is 1. You can assume that this is 0 and the last one is 9. Now see what we are doing. If a of I, now a is the name of the array. Now initially what I is there, it is 0. See, if a of 0 equal to key, equal to means what? We have to write equal to 2 times. If you write only 1 times, that means it is an assignment. Now key is what? Key we have entered it as 41. So we are checking a of I. So first element is what? A of I means a of 0. So this is 0 suppose. Now we are checking whether 11 is equal to 41. Okay. Now if the condition is true, then we'll set flag to 1, and then we'll break from this loop. No need to check. Now we are assuming that the elements in the array, they are unique. There are no double numbers in this array. Okay. So if that element is found, so we'll just write flag is equal to 1. We'll just break from this loop and go out. So this will come out of this break, and directly it will go here. So it will just check if flag is equal to 1, then found key at location I. So I means what? Here whatever I will be there. First it will be 0, 1, 2. So when I will reach 5, then that element will be found. So the here number will be printed. The location will be printed, else it will print not found. Now see, break, why it is used, I have just written it below. This is used to terminate a loop and exit from the corresponding loop and continue with the next statement. So why break? If you don't use the break, then what will happen? Even if you have found the number, you will keep on checking for the further elements. So break is used for, see, the first element is there 11, it is false. Okay, then flag is equal to 0. Again I will become 1. Again it will check the next element. It will check whether 22 is equal to 41. No, then it will again be flag will be 0. Again it will go to the above. Now it will be 2. Again it will check whether that element is equal to 41. No. So when it comes here and the element 41 is found, then what will happen? It will enter into this loop. Flag will become 1. Break means what? It will terminate this loop and it will come out from this and it will go out of this loop. Then it will check if flag is equal to 1, found key at location, we have to print the value of I. So I can be anything from 1 to 10, else not found. So all of you understood this? Linear search? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so usually in the exam, this algorithm can also be asked, linear search algorithm. You do not have to write the program. You have to just write down this algorithm. Okay. But very rarely this is asked. Sometimes in 4 or 5 years, sometimes one time it is asked. But usually bubble sort or binary search, it is usually asked. And also there is one question, what is the difference between linear search and binary search? This is mostly asked in the exam for 3 marks. So you have to write down the difference between linear search and binary search. Now we'll just see the difference between the two. Now see, the first difference is in linear search, data can be sorted or not be sorted. Okay, now you can see here, see the elements are random in nature. For linear search, there is no criteria that the element should be sorted. Okay, so it can be in any form, either it can be sorted or it can be unsorted. But for binary search, the criteria is it has to be sorted in either in ascending order or descending order. So this is the main difference between linear search and binary search. And then the next, the item is to be searched in the entire array from the beginning till the match is found. That means from the first element up till the last element. So it can, suppose the element is there somewhere in middle, then it can be found. But if it is there in the last, then it will have to check from first to n minus 1, all the elements it has to check. Then when it reaches the last element, then the search will be found. Whereas in binary search, what happens? We divide the array into 2 every time. So the item to be searched is compared with the middle element of the array. So every time we'll divide the array into 2 parts, left side or right side. We have to search that element. Suppose that element is there less than mid, then search the first half. If the element to be searched is there on the right hand side, then search the right side. So which we have seen last time by binary search. So obviously less efficient than binary search, more efficient than binary search. Actually, you have to write down 3 points. So I have written 5. So if you write down any 3 points, so you can get easily 3 marks. Usually the question is asked, write down the difference between linear search and binary search. So I have written here time complexity. It is order of n. That means it can, suppose 10 elements are there, and if the element to be searched is in the last position, then obviously you will require 10 number of. Now here is log 2n in binary search. For large size array, time required is very large. If the element is there very early, then it will take less time. But if the element to be searched is there in the later half, then obviously it will search from the starting till the end till it reaches that position. For large array, size of array, comparatively less time is required. So all of you have understood linear search and binary search.
Yes, sir.
So you have to write this algorithm for linear search. Usually the algorithm is asked for 3 marks, but very rarely this is asked. But this question, difference between linear search and binary search, it is asked frequently.